You know how Steppin with Marcus J. Y'all, we back live from the Den Legacy internetradio.com, the flagship show here on legacyinternetradio.com, live from the Den. We appreciate everybody listening to us tonight. Be down with the discussion at 804-402-2893. We appreciate the love that we getting on the MixLR page and the Facebook pages and everything, everywhere everybody's listening to us. We appreciate the love. Special shout out to Mrs. J for trying to clown me on the text message because I called you out. Love you, babe. See you later. We'll fuss then. Ain't no how Steppin Marcus J at this time. Always profiles a missing and/or exploited child. Tonight is no different. Tonight's missing child is Fard Garrett, whose date of birth is August 25th, 2003. He's 9 years old, been missing since July 6, 2013. From Culpeper, Virginia. He's a black male, brown hair, brown eyes. Stands 4'5" with 75 pounds. He is probably in the company of his mother, Shanita Grimes, who has a date of birth of October 4th, 1985. Black female, brown hair, brown eyes, 5'8", 160. They may travel to D.C., Maryland, Wilmington, North Carolina in a green Honda Odyssey van. Fard has a birthmark on his lower back, and he may wear glasses as he does in this photograph that we have here. He's endangered, missing, and apparently this may be some sort of family abduction. So if you guys have seen young Fard Garrett or his mother, Shanita Ann Grimes, please contact the National Center for Missing and/or Exploited Children at missingkids.com. Contact them by phone at 1-800-843-5678, 1-800-843-5678, or 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-THE-LOST. Please bring young Fard home to his family. Ain't no half Steppin Marcus J. is sponsored by the Doctor of Optometry, Dr. Euphemia Huggins Williams, OD. PC. She's my eye doctor, y'all. I appreciate everybody who has gone to check her out. Please continue to do that. I know I had someone that is very, very, very close to me who went and saw the Doctor of Optometry and got their first pair of eyeglasses. So that person is a little bit shy, so I won't call them out. But I say that to say that we definitely use her, and we hope that we continue to use her. 7124 Forest Hill Avenue, Suite B, here in the Richmond, Virginia area, 23225, or contact her by phone at 804-327-1640. Doctor of Optometry, Dr. Euphemia Huggins Williams, ODPC, has a wide variety of eyewear. Classic eyewear is where stylish eyewear takes different kinds of insurances. So whatever your eye needs are, I'm sure she can take good care of you. Carlton Banks, it's time for you to share with us. You had recently acquired a sponsor for the show, so tell us about your sponsor, and then from there you're going to ask what we think about it. So Carlton Banks, floor is yours, my brother.
Well, you know, there's a photographer going around by the name of C.L. Powell. If you notice the fan book page, that he's taking a lot of group pictures of the group, as well as pictures of other individuals from Legacy Internet Radio. So if you're looking for a photographer, get at him. His email is kind of long and lengthy, so take a pen, and I hope you got a long piece of paper, because like I said, it is long and lengthy. But it is c.l.powell.photography. At gmail.com. Again, that long email address, and I hope you got two breaths in saying this, c.l.powell.photo@gmail.com. And on that note, let me bring some humor into this, because Marcus, and then like that conversation and communication that we were trying to have early in the beginning. So, you know, I just need to know, as a kid, we all played a lot of games. Oh, we ain't ready for that?
The other one. Not that one. The other one.
The other one. Hold on, let me get the other one.
Yeah, not the game stuff.
All right. Oh, the TV one?
That one.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
The TV one is real interesting.
We'll save the game one for another time.
Well, TV one.
Another time.
You know what? There's this new TV show.
That one.
It's on the Discovery Channel. So you know the Discovery Channel is all about, see, why you got to be spoiling my thunder? Come on, Lightning. I ain't ready for you yet. Come on.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Damn, my thunder there. Lightning. No, you lightning. Lightning.
They didn't hear me.
Okay, you know what?
Sunshine. I like that
you
better.
You like sunshine better? No, but it's rainy outside. Come on, in the rain. Anyway.
Now would be a good time for me to say move on.
Okay, so you know what? He like the quiet storm over here. So anyway, there's this new show on the Discovery Channel. It's about survivalism. It's all fun and games. until you realize you got to be naked with a member of the opposite sex for 21 days. I just want to know, can you survive in a deserted island? No food, no water. You get to take one item per person.
And it ain't closed.
And it ain't closed because they take them shits off you when you get out the truck.
Did you say shit twice?
Yeah, I'm tipping a tip jar. You know what? I said truck. One time they dropped the people off in a boat. So you on a deserted island with alligators.
What's the name of the show?
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
And it's one female, one male.
Adam and Eve.
Okay.
All in their naturalness. Gotta survive against.
Look at his face, yo. Look at his face.
Snakes.
Look at his face, yo.
Scorpions. No water. Trying to start some fire and you ain't got no firewood. Wind, rain, all kinds of stuff. Snakes, bugs, ticks, chiggers, all kinds of things getting you. You gotta be out there for 21 days, naked and afraid.
How do I feel about that?
How would you want to be on a show called Naked?
Okay, is the guy good looking and sexually
It don't matter.
attractive?
You just naked.
Because we might have a nice 21 days.
You ain't got no food. Unless y'all gonna
just the idea of being out with bugs and scorpions and all kinds of animals naked, that's scary enough for me. I would feel very scared and uncomfortable with that type of situation. And you said no water or food either?
You got to fend. You got to
hunt. We got to hunt.
You got to do what you got to do.
That's the man's job. I let him do that.
No.
I'll cook it.
It ain't all that. It's a partnership. You got to do both sides.
No, ain't no partnership.
Ain't you the same one earlier on?
I'm just telling you how it was. Hey, when you naked and afraid, we all got to
sit right by the fire.
Okay,
the fire and wait for you.
You sit right by the fire. You better build a hut.
You switching it up.
I'm just telling you, naked and afraid.
So, Brandy, naked and afraid. You out in the wilderness and you butt ass naked. You butt ass naked out in the wilderness. You with a stranger, because it's not like you going out there with your man.
Yeah,
you going out there with a stranger. Like you auditioned to be on Naked and Afraid with some other person who auditioned to be on Naked and Afraid, and then you meet and you go, "Hey, I'm Brandy. Nice to meet you. These are the girls." And he goes, "This is him." Try not to pay attention to the girls and him for the next 21 days. And you butt ass naked in the wilderness, basically you basically, like me, I watched Survivor since season 2. I watched season 1, but the black girl throwing up on the boat on the first day grossed me out so bad. I can't watch this no more until everybody told me how great Survivor was. So I started watching Survivor season 2. I've been hooked ever since. But I know the concept of Survivor. I've been watching it for 12 years.
But were they
Could
naked?
you imagine? Right. Could you imagine? All right, let me just ask you a simple question. Yes or no? Do you watch Survivor?
No.
Have you ever watched Survivor?
No.
Okay, damn it.
I'm a country girl.
But you get it though, right?
I'm a country girl.
But you a country. All right. So if you're a country girl, then you get the whole naked thing.
Not the naked. Unfortunately.
You never climbed a tree naked before?
No, I never climbed a tree naked.
Never skinny
but
dipped?
it's easier. No, I've never skinny dipped.
You from the country, you never
easier
skinny
to
dipped?
find.
You missing out.
Where are we going to skinny dip?
Y'all got ponds.
Y'all got lakes and ponds and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
but they also have leeches in them.
Okay, but see, you know what? You got to worry about that later. They got leeches and stuff, and when they naked and afraid too.
The naked part helps out when you have to see if you have ticks and whatnot. So that's the good part about being naked and afraid or whatnot. But hopefully after this, we would have a friendship of some sort after seeing each other for 21 days naked. And I know every part of your body and you know every part of mine. Some need to go on.
Be like sister girl, I got this tick right here. Can you get that tick
right there?
There's a tick. It's right here. The listeners can't see what I'm doing, but I'm being a little crass right now. But seriously, like when Carlton told me that we were going to talk about Naked and Afraid, I'd never heard of it. I'd literally never heard of it. And so what I did was I went and I Googled it and I looked it up, and it's Naked and Afraid, y'all. Like they really get dropped off. What they say, Costa Rica.
Man, they get on all places.
It's been on 4.
It's like 4 episodes deep.
What I saw was they get dropped in. All right, when you say 4 episodes deep, let me back up. do they chronicle the entire 21 days in one episode, or is it a season series as like a Survivor is?
It's chronicle all 21 days in one episode.
Okay, all right. So you got multiple naked people that you watching.
Yeah,
over
I've
the
seen
course
like
of the
4
season.
naked women and 4 naked. Yeah, them. Yeah, I won't pay attention to them.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna see ass.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
do.
see pixelated ass.
No, you do
it's
see
the
ass.
Discovery Channel.
You do see ass.
You might see ass,
Yeah.
but you ain't gonna see asshole.
No, you can see asshole.
It's gonna be pixelated. It's all seriously. You're gonna see it's gonna be pixelated. I mean, you're not gonna see, you know.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be
Things
playing.
swinging. And
Yeah, you're not gonna see them or it. You know.
Close enough.
I have a follow-up question.
Well, please, 'cause
because I'm
you're
always
afraid.
in the relationship stuff.
I think
Okay.
we do need to bring a relationship aspect to this.
I don't want to put anybody on the spot. This is for the people in the room and listeners.
It's only a few of us around. Nobody's listening. Just tell us.
I mean, are you getting naked and be
How do celibate people, I'll say, how would they deal with that situation, being in the wilderness, naked and afraid?
I'll be honest with you. I think it's easier for celibate people.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it
for
would
real.
be easier for celibate people than you know, like people who are used to having sex, because if you celibate, you know, you already got it in your mind that it's not going down, because you like it's not going down.
Stuff is swinging.
I mean, just because it's swinging,
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. After day 3, and
you
they
can
gonna
say
do
what you
it,
want, but everybody's small at some point.
Yeah, for
And
real.
that-
With the cold water,
and
with
with
his
the cold
fishing.
water and all that kind of stuff. I
Oh,
don't care
man, come
who
on,
you
man, it'll be
are.
there, it'll just be
You're not gonna be
cold.
swinging when it's 38 degrees and
Yeah.
cold at night. I don't care who you are.
Wow,
So
they dropped them off in those type of conditions.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know, like when these do this, then he's do this. Okay, so don't you know? If the listeners didn't see what I just did. I did something crass, but yeah. So seriously, I don't think that celibate people would have a problem. Now, I think that regular, you know, active people, you know, especially regular active single people who don't have to worry about going home and answering questions, I think those gonna be the people that, you know, might have the hardest time, especially if they out there with somebody who's not attractive, because you like, damn, I mean, she's not attractive, but those are still boobs. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
But after a while, she loses her appeal because, and he loses appeal too, because you know he can't shave, hair growing here and hair.
That's
growing
why you got to
there.
get it in on
And
day
then,
one.
You know, if it was Brazil, if it was Brazil when it came in, it was Wolfman when it left out. So
They probably don't smell very good.
Oh, no, and you got to time it right, sisters, because you can't just go out there and you're not sure, and then something happened to
Shorty
you.
caught a cramp. Shorty's cramps hit. Yeah, at one episode she was like, "Man, the last time I had cramps this bad, they had to put me in the hospital." Yeah, she was suffering.
She was.
What is the reward
gotta-
for this show?
There's no reward. There's just the knowledge that you survived outside on the James River naked for 21 days.
See, now hold on, wait a
There's too
minute.
many people out there.
I didn't know that part. You mean to tell me they going out there butt ass naked for 3 weeks with a stranger, and all they get is, "I did it."
Yeah, yeah. They have a poll of people giving them a grade before the test, and that grade either goes up or down after the test. You wanted to go up because you survived all 21 days, but if it goes down, you ain't survived all 21 days, and it's just your mental stability.
But what if you don't give a damn what them people think?
Then you just quit. You people, man, they done had to carry this dude out on a stretcher and. And they left the girl up there for another 3 days.
They ever had any black people on the show?
I ain't seen them, not yet. No.
Shocker. Shocker. How many sisters you know gonna go out in the wilderness butt ass naked with a stranger for 3 weeks? Like seriously, like let's ask the serious question, and we don't have to call nobody out by name. But I won't play this game for just a minute. Just indulge me for a minute. Everybody know somebody that's a little bit off in your circles, right? And you don't have to talk about your current circle. And you can like change up the name if you really do know a person. But like, how many of us know a sister? Because a brother do it. If a brother going out, a brother be like, "Yo, I'm gonna see a nigga girl for 3 weeks." He'll go. You know what I mean? We horny. We gonna go. You know, even if we know we ain't getting none, we gonna still go because, damn it, we go to strip clubs to see naked girls. So like, whatever. But sisters, how many of y'all know a sister that'll go out there butt ass naked for 3 weeks and all she gonna get is, woo! Woo! Good job.
Her hair be all over the place. She be smelling some kind of way. No, I don't know
hell no.
too.
Grace Jones.
I can't do it.
She ain't got to worry about her hair. That's for sure. I mean,
I thought you'd get like $1 million or something at the end of the competition. Then I was like, okay, maybe.
Nope, it's all in. You get to know that you survived 21 days with a stranger, and you know, hey, here you are to talk about it.
I'm at a loss, and I'm having fun.
Going to Guinness Book of World Records, you think?
Probably not, because other people doing it. Somebody gonna do it next week, and then the week after that.
Unfortunately, there are people that they're not necessarily naked, but they are surviving out there on little necessities that they need. So there are people that are doing it. They just not on that show, and they not naked in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, third world countries and stuff like that. I mean, we see the pictures where these people survive, and there are people who that's their life. That's how they roll. And again, like I mentioned, I watched Survivor for 12 years, and depending on where they go, oftentimes they'll have challenges where they bring in the locals. The locals will come in and do whatever it is that they're going to do. Now, of course, they're not naked, but, they're surviving. I think what it is, I think the appeal of the show, and, I was having fun. We were having fun with it, but to kind of come back and make it a little bit plain, the appeal of the show is to show spoiled ass Americans being dropped in third world countries with no clothes on and being forced to fend for themselves in a way that the locals have been doing for generations and generations and generations. And we turn it on TV and we look at it and we say, oh wow, pretty girl such and such, pretty girl Sarah, she's naked, let's look at her pixelated boobs. I mean, that's the appeal of the show, is what my guess is. And for the sisters, oh wow, look at pixelated Oscars pecs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
his pecs, yes, his actual pecs.
Yeah.
See, not Enos.
Okay,
We talk, not Enos. Yeah. See, here we go. Let's go look Enos.
We getting a couple of hits on the MixLR page. We got Simone, who apparently has watched the show. There was an episode where the man and the woman had to fish. Dude used a stick, and the woman sat in the water and caught a fish with her vagina.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Yeah, she was out there like this, just throwing the water up on her legs and then
And said, "What's up, bruh?" Said is saying, when you about to pass out from hunger, sex won't be on the mind. I understand that. Also, there's a full camera crew around waiting.
A skeleton crew, not a full.
It's just somebody out there with a camera that has a cell phone that can call the whole crew if your ass pass out. So, I mean, we don't all watch Survivor, but I remember in season 2 of Survivor when Michael Scoopin fell his ass into the fire. You ain't never seen nobody before, but when his ass fell into the fire because he got high off of the smoke while he was cooking and literally fell into the fire, all of a sudden, they made a big deal about, as they teased that episode 2 weeks beforehand, something dire is going to happen and you'll see crew. And sure enough, their crew was there. So I'm sure, the only way that these people naked and afraid is that somebody's there with a camera showing you naked people. And you see the looks on their faces to see that they're afraid. So they ain't out there by themselves is the point.
Right, they're not out there by themselves, but the crew is the crew is instructed not to interfere or do anything to assist them in any method. And to be honest, I still to believe that because one dude did get almost a staph infection in his foot, where the same episode where she was catching the fish. Yeah. They had to call in medical emergency to help him out because he had to get his foot drained and everything because he had a big old, cyst or something in his foot. Another episode, dude literally came down with a fever from drinking some tainted water. I mean, it's some of it is common sense when you're trying to survive. Like, okay, for one thing, I was told you never drink water you never get water from just a standing pool. You need to see it streaming. Okay, number one. Number two, you need to boil that water. Okay, so if I'm gonna get the stagnant water, I need to boil it. But I'd rather get the streaming water because it's moving. It's whatever's in it is going downstream and getting away from it. But people sitting there drinking the water and they're saying,
where you from again?
He got a little country in him.
I got a little country in me, man. I may be from the city, but
damn it, I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, and I swear to God, I be drinking that standing water, sick as hell, just passed out.
I can't. It begins with the D. It's like dysteria.
Dysentery.
Yeah, dysentery.
Why does water taste like sewer water?
You be doodling all over yourself and whatnot. Dude did catch that. She was mad.
Did he say doodling
all
on
about
yourself?
The camp and whatnot?
Did he say doodling on yourself?
Well, he can't say the other word.
But isn't there a more mature adult way to say other than what you were suggesting and what he said? Defecation. Maybe if you just said he had GI issues, because that's the new age way of saying that you got, the bubble guts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, IBS, right?
Yeah, IBS. Yeah, you know what I mean. He had to go all middle school on us and say doo-doo.
Number 2.
And she was mad too. He's like, you could have done all that over there. I got up and moved it. That don't make the point. You just still did it by the camp. Like move it stuff. And then the little alligators, they weren't alligators, they were like caimans.
Caimans are serious business, man. They got skinnier snouts and
dude was straight up scared. He's like, I ain't going up in that bush. No, I ain't going in that bush.
What are caimans? What are those?
They related to alligators and crocodiles. Oh my.
Yeah.
You said smaller snout.
Yeah, they got a smaller snout.
They're small in general.
You can tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile and a caiman. The caiman has the smaller snout. The alligator has the widest snout, and the crocodile has almost small like a caiman. But an alligator would actually leave you alone if you left it alone and it wasn't hungry, because it's not naturally aggressive. Even though we think they are, they're just not. Alligators are not naturally aggressive, whereas crocodiles will bust that ass for no reason other than because you there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Ask Steppin Marks. Any final words on Naked and Afraid before we take our final break, another break, and move on? Call Banks.
One comment that I had on my page, and I tend to agree with that comment. It'd be a lot better if it was on HBO.
Yeah, or Cinemax.
Yeah, Cinemax.
Yeah, because there would be no pixelization.
Yeah, there'd be no pixelization.
There'd be no pixelization. But then we talked about in the last segment what makes a person attractive. I mean, like, what if you got to watch, like, Ruben Studdard and, Gabby Sidibe out there, you know what I'm saying?
You were watching lose weight.
Yeah,
no, you were watching lose weight.
Quick.
Seriously.
I mean,
dude, you ain't got no food or water for that many days. You gonna lose some weight.
I mean, you out there looking at, Chaz Bono and whatnot. I mean, you don't want to watch,
He can come back. Look,
you be on Cinemax wishing it was pixelated.
He can go out there like Ruben Studdard, but he can come out like Jimmy Walker. So.
I have a couple of people hit me up on Facebook. One said they wouldn't want to do it because it doesn't look all that exciting. But my boy Var, aka Varzan, said, "Yep, he would do it." So.
Yeah, I mean, would do it. It's for those thrill seekers and those survival types that would want to do it. I mean, the whole kick in the head is the naked portion, because you have husband and wife wilderness or man versus wild kind of stuff, but the naked portion gives you another degree because you're getting beat up by the sun.
Yeah. Well, see, there are people that go to Whitetail Resort. I think it's down in Port. It's off of 460 Whitetail Resort. I think it's a nudist camp. So there are people that do the naked thing all the time. They'd be cool to go there.
Yeah, but see, they have to be a survivalist as well. So that's the kick in the head. If you're not a survivalist, you're not going to be able to satisfy. Because the dude that got dropped on with the beach, acting like a straight girl, he was sunburning in the first 4 hours of the show.
I'm sorry, I have one more person. Fat Boy Harris said he could do it, mess around, and have some child support payments when he's done.
See, there you go.
Because they know where he at. His ass in Costa Rica naked with another girl.
I mean, for real, because to be honest, to keep warm at night, you are sleeping beside some naked person, some naked body. So,
I mean, and again, bringing it back to the seriousness. I mean, my guess is, once you have been out there, because when I did some research, one of the people that they interviewed, they said that the initial meeting was obviously awkward because you meet them, they're already naked when you meet them. But my guess is certainly after the first night, but probably after the first couple of hours together, certainly after the first night, you probably start to tune out the fact that the person is naked and you just out there trying to live and survive. Oh. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I mean,
they make little claws and little fig things, to try to help cover it up.
Yeah,
but, every now and then you see a nipple slip.
We didn't talk. Well, what's the one thing? What's the one thing that people usually take with them?
From what I've seen so far, he mad about the ball slip? I mean,
he said every once in a while. No, but he did the body language thing with it. He said, "You see a nipple?" He almost, he did it like Michael Jackson moonwalking or something. It's like you see a nipple slip. That was funny, man.
That's like your favorite show now, isn't it?
It's one of them, yeah. It really is, because, you know, it's naked and afraid.
I was asking, what's the one thing that people take with them?
One thing that I've seen people take is at least the man, literally, they basically come with a knife of some sort or machete, and the women have come with a pot.
That's wise.
And again, don't read more into that. But if you can only bring one or two things, I mean, one thing, you need a knife to try to chop down some stuff to build a pot, because you can't use the pot to cut down anything, but the pot can at least store the water.
Right.
So I mean, if there's some type of,
I would wonder if they know what their partner's going to bring.
I don't think so, because they have to walk up and then they meet the partner. They get dropped off in two different areas.
Okay, so they get dropped off and then they walk up to the naked person and say, "Hi, I'm naked Marcus. Hi, I'm naked."
Oh no, the funny part was when they sat there. She was like, "Forget this. We already naked. Let's hug."
Oh,
I'd have been like, "Sure."
But you know what's funny, man? My initial reaction caught when you told me about this show. I was like, man, I'm not watching this mess. But now I'm somewhat intrigued. I mean, I don't think that it's something that I could watch every day, like First 48 or something. But I could certainly, you know, turn it on. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm somewhat. I'm not so much intrigued by the naked part. Like, I get why some people would be, but the reality is it's pixelated, so you ain't seeing nothing anyway. But I would like to see the dynamics of what happens to them, because everything for me is mental. So I'd like to see the dynamics of what happens to you psychologically out there.
You see that?
Yeah, right. That's what I want to see, because you know, I would be intrigued by the physical challenges that you would have, particularly as a woman, being out there with no clothes on, you know, and I'm trying not to be crass here, but you know, we have Audis, y'all have innies, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, I don't.
And how does she handle her lady time of the month?
Well, that's what I suggested earlier on. You know,
maybe like, that's the 7 days that they miss out the month.
That's what I suggested earlier when I said, you know, hopefully they drop them out there at the right time. You know, they be like, they wait. You know, they get the whole camera crew waiting. Be like, and then she call them up like, I just finished.
I don't know. I can't speak to that.
You know what I mean? Like, damn it, I'm waiting for my paycheck. She long this month. Like, damn, I'm late. Okay, they got to pick somebody else and now wait another few days. You know what I'm saying? So I you know, I don't know. I'm clowning about how that part works, but who knows? But now I'm curious that I'm going to now go home and I'm going to Google naked and afraid, and I want to see these people show their ass for nothing.
Yeah.
At least when you on the poll, you get some dollars. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they get that 15 minutes. Well, they get that 60 minutes of fame. So, you know, that's count for something.
But who's that guy that's like, you know, checking, or a sister who's a woman who's checking for the guy that was on Naked and Afraid? Like, I want to watch this show.
Same people who check out the people who were on Real World. I mean,
do they have a reunion? Do they have a reunion show where you get to see them at least pretty and cleaned up later on?
Yeah, they do. At the end of the show, they do a recap of how they progress and what are they doing now, kind of thing. One lady, you know, she was a survivalist to begin with, but she needed that other person to be with her, kind of help support her. She couldn't just do it by herself. Then you had G.I. Joe out there. He thinking he can do it all by himself because he's a man, but he realized that old girl here, after he got his foot infected, he neaded her help.
Right.
And, you know, that was a pretty intriguing episode because, you know, they had a bunch of hyenas out there.
Oh, damn.
And, you know, first of all, I also know from Man vs. Wild, I need to pee around my camp because that, like, marks my territory to help protect me. And, you know, they have yet to expound on that aspect of it because animals, they go by scent. So I'm going, hey, get your pee, get your cup. And
you mean to tell me if I pee on a certain level in my house, she won't bother me?
No, it doesn't go that way.
Yeah, wet the bed all you want, right?
It's not the wilderness.
If you wet the bed, I'm pretty sure she ain't going to get back in.
No, is that how it works?
If you wet the bed, she ain't going to get in there.
But
that's basically what it boils down to.
I'm just saying, if I leave a trail of pee in the house,
she's gonna call the White Coast to come pick you up, okay? And you gonna go out like that.
get that jacket without with the long buckles and the tight sleeves. Ain't no half stepping, Marcus J. We live from the den, y'all. LegacyInternetRadio.com. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will absolutely take a more decidedly serious turn. We will get into the George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin situation. We got a lot to get into. We're going to talk about Rachel Gentile. We're going to talk about the juror. We're going to talk about thoughts on the case. We're also going to talk about where do we go from here. It's been a lot of marches, a lot of rallies, and a lot of talking. I want to know what we're going to do after the talk is done. Marcus J. and Ohio Steppin got a full crew in the house. Stay with us. Be back in a minute.